very first episode of the Hollywood Cougar Report. I'm your host as usual, Chris Moore, and today I've got a big show lined up for you guys. Today, me and Jasmine are talking Chris Brown and his legal issues, which seems to never end. You know, he's become a topic on this show more times than I would like, but the dude is just, he's always into something, right? Then we're talking the beef between Birdman and Lil Wayne and just the new heights that it's going to, and just the craziness that's going on with those two. And then in sports with the Yolis and Sierra, now a new cast member, we talked about the Lakers, right? And it's hard for me to talk about them at this point in time because that's not my team. I don't know what that is, but it's not the Lakers. So me, Yolis, and Sierra caught up and talked about that. But up first, y'all catch me and Jasmine's discussion on Chris Brown and the new kerfuffle he's found himself in, and see if you aren't as surprised as I was to hear the response from Jasmine, who was an avid Chris Brown lover, as she gave. Y'all check it out.
This is a monumental day. This is...
Why is this a monumental
day? We're marking
day?
history, because me and you actually agree, or going to actually agree, on a subject regarding Chris Brown.
Okay.
So, let's get into it.
For one, okay, do you know, I guess, the background information about the story?
To my
give it to him?
To my understanding, if it's the same story.
Yes.
Chris Brown, his probation is going to be revoked because of some issues that are going on at his concerts. In layman's terms, of the way I understood it, is that there's too many gang-related actions going on at his concerts.
Yeah,
and
basically
they're trying to tie that to Chris Brown, which I think is absolutely erroneous. How is that his fault? How's that his problem? What goes on at his concerts?
Exactly, and that has nothing to do with him.
Nothing to do with Chris Brown.
Nothing to do with him at all.
I can't stand the dude personally, but enough is enough, right?
He was supposed to complete 1,000 hours of community service by the end of January, and he only had 200 hours left. So basically, they revoked that. All that hard work was for nothing, I guess you would say. Well, I mean, I'm sure it built his character, and I'm sure he learned a lot from it. But for that to be taken away, it's just like, gosh, you know?
I ain't buying all that. He pissed. He did all that stuff for no reason.
Yeah, I would say that. And I think, you know, honestly, I'm pretty sure they're tying his social life into it as well. I'm sure the war with Carucci on Instagram and Twitter.
Now, see, I thought that was over. Now, weren't they back together?
They are back together, but I'm saying I bet that didn't help the judge's decision as far as the social influences in his life. You know? I'm sure that has something to do with it.
And then his identity got stolen. You see that stuff today?
Yeah, I just saw that.
His identity got stolen today.
Yes.
Or they just caught it today.
Yeah, he's in Washington D.C.
Yeah. I was more surprised with the value of the badge that they took. It was worth like 10 racks.
Yeah. $10,000. Someone was trying to sell it for $10,000 online.
First of all, who would spend $10,000? Because people who would want that don't have $10,000. So maybe $10 in a burger or something. I get it, but 10 racks.
Yes, but apparently he is set to be in court on sometime in March. Sometime in March. So,
I'm ashamed. Yeah,
luckily,
he's going down.
Yeah, I really do feel like
he's going down.
Sadly, the end of the road for Bay.
Straw that broke the camel's back. So,
what?
This is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, sadly, I think it is his time. You know, but
it's a shame. Maybe he needs it.
Luckily, I will get to see him in concert on.
Really? Are you sure he won't be?
What do you mean? What am I sure?
Are you gonna be
Chris, why would you even speak that? Why would you even put that into the air? February 7th is literally not next weekend. Not personally. Yeah, but the next. No, not this weekend, but the next. Yes. So calm down. Calm down. Yeah.
You know when you go to the concert?
Yes, I do. It's February the 7th.
Do you know when the day is? That's all that matters.
It's
Can
February
you figure
the 7th.
Jasmine invited her good friend YJ to the studio to kind of talk about his new album that came out, and then to talk about the concert that he had going on. So y'all, check him out.
All right, so YJ, he's here in the studio with us today. Last time we had him, we were talking about what was going on in the future, what we could expect from him, and I will say that this show really did come fast. Was this one of the things? Was this what you were talking about that you said that you had?
I didn't expect it to come this fast either, but
It's here. Okay, so Timeless, it dropped not too long ago. When did Timeless come out?
December 5th.
December 5th, and I have heard a lot of hype about Timeless. I've seen a lot of stuff. I don't know if you know, but you've been featured on dayandream.com. Well, of course, your video Timeless was on World Star, Say Cheese, and High Society. So you're doing big things out here. People are talking about you. Yeah. So what would you say inspired this album? I know we talked about some of this last time, but let us know again what inspired Timeless.
Being broke, being homeless, the youth. Really, that's it, man. Being broke, being homeless, and the youth. Because everything I do is for the kids. It's like this. That's one thing I noticed. Like most of my fan base is like kids in high school, middle school, and all that. It's crazy that they're listening and paying attention at such a young age. So I just try to keep that in mind every time I'm doing something. Like I try not to get in trouble. I try not to be on Twitter getting talking about being legal drugs and get in trouble. You know, life is life. You know, whatever. Something's gonna happen eventually. It is what it is. But I'm gonna do as much as I can do to remain positive. So.
Yes, and that's good. Kids need another role model. I'm very for the rappers with a message. We talked about that last time. Like, you have a message. You have something to say.
Yeah.
So I really admire that about you. The 17-track album. What is your favorite song? Your favorite song. You had to pick.
I had to pick one.
Maybe
and they had to play one.
Yeah, and they had to play one at your funeral. You can only have one song off of this album.
Probably Let It Go.
Let It Go. What?
Let It Go featuring Low. Man, that's that song explains my struggle. It explains exactly where I was at a year, 2 years ago with being homeless, with being broke, with being without anything to eat. You know what I'm saying? That song is it's a lot of people's favorite song too. Was what I was hoping what would happen.
And is that the feedback you're getting too?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Let It Go. So we're definitely gonna have to get that. I do apologize. I didn't have this to play.
No, we do. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but I know that a lot of your fans are listening, and they're very excited about this show that's coming up on Friday, January the 30th. What time does it start? 7?
Doors open up at 8.
At 8?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any openers?
Yeah, my homie Chucky Orbits and then the homie Showstopper, man.
They're gonna be opening for you.
It's 2 great artists.
Yes.
Upcoming artists. Such as myself too.
So, how did you prepare for this show? How did you get ready for it? I know you've been waiting on it for a while. Yeah, you still are?
I'm still preparing for it. It won't be like really hitting me until right before I go on stage.
Oh yeah,
sure,
the nerves. What do you do to like calm yourself down? Do you have any rituals or
pray, man?
Just pray. Of course, pray.
That's all I can do.
But do you just pray? That's all.
Right before I pray. Other than that, but I got all my homies with me at all times. So
so it's just a good vibe once you get on stage.
It's gotta be good vibes because if I'm by myself, I'm gonna get nervous. I'm gonna get to talking to myself.
And you're gonna psych yourself out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I gotta remember they're there to not only see the openers, but they're there to see me. They're there. You know, like it's not. There's a difference between like when a big artist comes to town and I'm on their show. It's like okay,
they're here to see. Yeah,
they're here to see them. So you know, I gotta earn these fans. I can easily make or break this night, but with this, I gotta remember like this is gonna be a party. You know
this is your show.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's
fun.
Gotta feel.
So I don't think I'm gonna be too nervous.
Really,
yeah.
That's gotta feel amazing to know that all these people are there to see you. Like you said, like you developed all these fans through time, and now look at you headlining your own show at Warehouse Live. That is so great.
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you celebrate? How are you gonna celebrate afterwards? Do you party? I don't know too much. I know Chris
party.
Chris party.
That's not God. That's the Mr. Turn Up. That's if we put Chris in charge of that, then we are going to
party. Oh yeah, so put him on the party committee because y'all gonna have fun.
Down. Chris is head of the party committee.
Oh yeah, Chris, I want to come. Can I come?
I got you.
Okay. Yes. But anyways, I know also I'm gonna like jump on this before you get a chance to mention it. South by Southwest.
Oh man.
Yes. What are you doing there? Yes. Can you tell us?
Nah, I don't even know yet, man. It's South by Southwest is always a fun experience. This is gonna be my 3rd time.
Oh God.
3rd time. Really, right now we trying to get everything in order. You know, because I dropped my tape at the end of the year. You know, so a lot of stuff is already set in stone. But a lot of people have been hitting me up. So it's something that we're working on right now. I'm trying to make sure that, you know, if I do a bunch of shows, I don't want it to just be the local shows. Like I want to do the other shows from other cities. That way I can expand my fan base.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yes.
the local stuff is going to be cool, but I most definitely want to do some other stuff. And, you know, whether or not I do have a million shows, like I'm going to be out there with a million tapes, trying to gain a million fans.
Oh,
so
yeah. That's great. And then the traveling, that's got to be great.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's got to be great. I'm trying to go to New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to go to New Orleans soon. But
Central.
So that's during spring break. I know South by Southwest. Yeah. So you don't have any spring break plans?
No, that's my spring break, man. Like everything's music. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be fun. I most definitely would pick South by Southwest over a Padre or anything like that. You know, that all that stuff seems fun too. But you know, like I gotta get to the money, man. I gotta handle business.
I understand that, but I will be living it up in Panama. Yes, I'm so excited. Yeah. But anyways, okay. So I know Godson. Are you a part of Godson?
Yes. I'm the president.
The president of Godson. That's doing really well as well.
Yeah, that's me and my brothers.
Everyone is wearing. Yeah. I see a lot of people wearing the hoodies and bikinis.
We're trying to get some money this year.
And the pop-up shops everywhere. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And Frontier Fiesta, I'm trying to get you to do Frontier Fiesta.
Most definitely.
So hopefully, I got that paperwork to Chris just not too long ago. I can get you on Frontier Fiesta. And that's great. I'm so excited you're getting big and you're still coming back to the little people. Look at you. Man. You're a humble soul. I like it.
Gotta be. That's never gonna change, ever.
Yes. Well, alrighty. I'm so excited. Hopefully we can be, you said it's Friday.
Friday, yes.
Warehouse Live.
Yes. Friday,
headlining YJ this Friday.
What a fantastic job Miss Jasmine did with that interview with YJ on Cougar Radio. So y'all be looking for his stuff. He's got more music coming to you. Be on the lookout for it. He's doing big things here in Houston. Up next, we have sports with the Eolas, right? And for those of you who watch the show, know that me and Eolas, we kind of go back and forth on a lot of things. You know, that's my big brother in essence, you know, love him like a brother. But sometimes he says things that I can't all the way get on board with. And that's what makes us, I guess, so great together. But me, Eolas, and Sierra sat down to catch up on the Lakers and what has really gone on with them, and Kobe Bryant, if he's really done, if Eola's really, because you know, me and him don't agree on a whole lot of things, but fact is one thing that we find common ground on. So I really wanted to hear what he had to say.
The biggest story, in my opinion, in the NBA this season has been the Lakers, or lack thereof. I don't know what you call that team, but it's definitely not the Lakers.
LA Leakers.
I mean, it is what it is.
The LA Leakers.
With Kobe Bryant going down, there has been rumors out there that he is going to consider retiring this offseason. That is something that I don't think is going to happen, but it's what's out there. So, Sierra, as I'm going to let you get it out first because you have some hostility in your heart towards Kobe. So I'm going to let you think, and then...
Okay, no, I love Kobe.
Is he done?
He's done. His time is up. I mean, look, last year he got hurt. He came back. He's hurt again. Like, you know, it's just, there's a time. Yes, Kobe is a legend. I give him all his props. He does everything. He's great, awesome, wonderful, king of the world. Okay, whatever. But he's old. His body's just deteriorating. Look, he hasn't even really played that much. And there's James Harden is like killing him with stats right now. And it's James Harden. Like, it's, you know, it's just time. It's time.
Let me address the situation. Okay, let's put it out there, right? Kobe Bryant, and it's no secret, has had to overexert himself for the last 2 seasons, and I blame that 115% on Mitch Kupchak and Jim Buss. It starts at the top. It's not even Kobe's fault, right? This goes from the top down. So the fact that Kobe has pushed his body to the limit is because he himself is a winner. I mean, he's got 5 rings. He's a winner. He doesn't handle losing very well, right? So I think that Kobe is not in fact done. I think that, you know, it's January.
a rotator cuff injury, I mean, yeah, it takes time, but by the time next season rolls around, he's going to be more than 100% healthy.
He's going to get hurt again.
But listen though, this is the thing though. You've got free agency coming up. Now, I know in past seasons the Lakers haven't quite made the splashes in free agency that they have made in the past. However, with Kobe now starting to take, not a back seat, but his career starting to wind down, I think that in kind of a strange twist is going to attract the superstars to come, because they don't want to come and live in Kobe's shadow. And that's what the thing is. That's with the White, with Carmelo, in my opinion, LeBron, which I wouldn't want LeBron in LA, honestly. But anyway, that is what has detracted them away from LA. So I think, in the opposite of that, with him declining down, that's going to draw them there. LA is a media market. Number one, you can go there and make money. They're on TV every week and they're trash now. And that's coming from a lifelong Laker fan, right? They're trash. I mean, it is what it is. You've got Nick Young out there doing, and the fact that Nick Young is our best player at this point, which Nick is great, don't get me wrong, but the fact that Nick Young is our go-to scorer is quite honestly alarming. I mean, that's scary. So all that being said, if the Lakers can just get one legitimate player in there,
who's not going to roll over and die,
can just get one legitimate player in there. That's all that we need, is their first domino to fall, and that's it. I preached. That's all I can say. What do you? Because I know we connect on Kobe. So what is your opinion on this season?
It's very disdainful for me to have to say this, and it's hard to say, but I do believe at this point there is a timetable on the beloved Kobe. He's the Black Mamba. He is a legend and a perennial in his own right. He is from an era that we haven't seen. That doesn't exist anymore. He's the last, and he came in at the tail end of that era with the greats as Michael Jordan and such and such. He actually played against these individuals, played against the glove, played against these other people that will contest you and get in your face, so he's a fighter. Now, because he's a fighter, Kobe is going to try and stick in there, and I would hope and pray that his situation doesn't turn into something like some other greats have had towards the tail end of their career, where they don't know when to hang it up, and it looks nasty, and it gets nasty at the end. And you never want to, as a competitor, you don't want to go out. You don't want to go out at the end like that. You don't. That's not how you want to exit.
And
they don't know when to exit though. If you're a real competitor, you don't know when to bow out. Brett Favre didn't know when to bow out.
You can have a broke leg and you still think that you got 30 years left.
But I will say this: he has two. Kobe has 2 years left. If he goes beyond that,
you think that he's going to be able to survive these last 2 years healthy?
I mean,
he's already not healthy now.
He's 36 years old. He was 36 years old this season. He averaged 22 points a game this year, which isn't bad. I mean, when Reggie Miller, who played, I think, like 20 years,
he wasn't. Grant Hill played an extended amount of time.
His whole career was injuries.
Yeah, his whole career was injuries, and he had an extremely lengthy career. But the thing with Grant Hill was he went from being a premier athlete, a star athlete, to being a role player. So he took that backseat. He took that. I'm coming out.
Kobe is not that.
Kobe is not that guy.
Take that backseat.
And he's not going to take that.
So I don't want to see him go out.
I think he would take the backseat. I think both of y'all may be a little bit off base with that. If you get the right play, like say for instance, if
we get the right players,
if Melo somehow ended up in LA, which I don't think is as far fetched to make it out to be, because I think he doesn't want to be in New York.
He doesn't.
If he somehow ends up in LA. Right, though he's not old, but his window is starting to close a little bit too. If we get somebody like that in there, I think Kobe would have no problem.
With the team that he has now, like how he was complaining about his teams at practice, he had to get on them because he was like, they're not doing it.
Marc Gasol, I mean, let's not rule that out. I think he's a free agent this year, and the Gasols are loved.
So if he definitely needs some people that he can take that back seat.
Well, she doesn't know who Marc Gasol is. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. Okay.
Marc Gasol is one of the best big men in the game. I mean, that could be the first domino.
She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that.
I mean, his brother is the one for me.
Powell, no, stop it.
No, to me, I will take Marc over Powell because
right now,
Marc is more aggressive to me.
He's got weight. He's got
body. He has way more body than girth. He does. You can use that to your advantage.
Is he younger?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Like a couple years younger, like 5 or 6 years younger.
we'll take that.
Which Powell in his old age, I mean,
He's
He finesses now.
he's a lot more finesse in his old age than he was in his, and he was soft in his younger days. So I mean, but it worked for the Lakers though. I mean, because you had Andrew Bynum to kind of level it out, so it worked for them.
He was just a big guy. He's just a big guy
He's
on
a
the
big
court.
finesse.
So
He's
it's
a great
like
passer. He fit the Phil
he shoots
Jackson
over
system
people.
well. I think that's what that was.
He's
Notice when
complex.
Phil left, Powell wasn't the same.
Right.
He was a Phil Jackson type of a player, right? But Marcus Gasol I'm not gonna say he can fit in any system, but in the systems that are in the NBA now, especially Byron Scott's system, which is basically just a pick and roll, high low type of offense, he will fit well in that. So
I mean, that's something he's familiar with.
Huh?
That's something he's familiar with.
Yeah.
He can do that. So I mean, it wouldn't be a hard transition for him. But like you said, it's getting those guys to buy in and to come in to an organization that does have Kobe, but realize Kobe does have a window. And I believe Kobe knows this too. So Kobe's going to play his best that he can play for these next 2 years, and he's going to wave his hand and he's going to say thank you, LA, for all the good times.
And I feel like it's, as the coaches too, they should be trying to pull someone in to help him so that he can take that backseat, because he's not going to be the person. If the team, they don't have anyone, a good driver in the car, he's not going to be the one to get in the backseat. He's not going to do it. He's going to kill himself trying.
I like that.
He's going to kill himself trying to win. So they need to get him some people who can win, and he won't die.
For those of you who don't know the beef, the stuff that has been going down between Lil Wayne and Birdman, it's gone to a whole nother level at this point. Birdman owes Wayne money. Wayne wants his album released. Birdman won't do it. So me and Jasmine caught up on Cougar Radio for this week's segment of the Hollywood Minute. Y'all check this out.
This beef that has gone to another level.
Yes.
Between Wayne and Birdman, right? They have officially, declared war on each other. The settlement talks, I didn't even know they were in settlement talks or whatever, has broken down, and Wayne is now officially suing Birdman, basically saying that he still owes him about $8 million. They tried coming to terms, earlier, I guess, in the past, but it just wouldn't happen. So Birdman still owes Lil Wayne $8 million. He still hasn't released the album. Birdman is held firm on that, and he said that he's going to release it in due time, which is just being spiteful at this point, because Wayne is the king of Cash Money as far as I'm concerned. He's not doing that, and I think it stems from Birdman felt disrespected, because I know you heard "Sorry for the Wait" too.
Yes, we just actually played.
I know you heard when Wayne
used to featuring Drake. Yes, he went in.
When Wayne went in.
Several
All in
songs
on Birdman.
On Baby.
Well, Birdman felt disrespected by that, and he has, since then came out and said he's not going to voluntarily release him from Cash Money. I don't know how that's going to end, but if it does end, right? Yeah. Officially, whether he lets Wayne go voluntarily or involuntarily, the rumor is floating out there, right? Mm-hmm. That I think, according to Media Takeout, that
well, go ahead.
I know, but you have to do it. It's journalistic responsibilities. That Wayne and T.I. are going to form this super label.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting, and it has the potential to be very entertaining.
So Hustle Gang.
Although I think that benefits T.I. more than it benefits Wayne, because Wayne already has two powerhouses that can stand alone by themselves.
Well,
who does T.I. really have? I mean, B.O.B., but he's not,
Iggy, he has Iggy.
But Iggy's not on Nicki's level yet. She's definitely on Drake's level. She's not,
but it is, if we're talking marketing wise, if we're talking money wise, Iggy may not be making as much money, but she's definitely making numbers as far as her audience and who's buying her albums.
I mean, what album? She put out with one album.
Iggy has fans.
She has fans.
Be an Iggy fan, but
I'm an Iggy fan.
Iggy has fans.
Listen. The girl is beautiful. She's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
She's gorgeous, right?
I'm gonna get off topic really fast.
Handle your business.
Did you hear about what's his name? Swaggy P.
Swaggy P.
Supposedly cheating on Iggy.
That's a bunch of surprise.
No. don't know. In the car that she bought him, that's so
I
disrespectful.
saw it. It's a bunch of Kablooey. I don't buy it.
Huh?
I don't buy it.
You don't
Listen, Nick Young has other issues like the Lakers right now. He should not be worried.
Kobe's
right?
done.
He is the man in LA
He's
now that
done.
Kobe's down. We need him to come and score buckets, right? He needs to be focused on buckets. Cheat with a basketball. I'm sorry, I almost.
Oh, you having a moment.
I almost did it. Focus on scoring a doggone basket all the time. Stop laughing all the daggone time. Now get for real.
Yeah.
Now,
I understand.
Back on topic, right?
Okay.
Iggy does not bring to the table what Nicki Minaj brings to the table as far as fans. That collaboration would be great, but it would be Wayne that in the beginning would drive. His artist would drive the label at first.
Yeah, I can, but I can understand that. I can
mean,
see
the
where you're
proof is in
coming
the
from,
proverbial
but
pudding.
T.I. himself is a name that will get people interested regardless of, yeah.
But if Wayne wanted to just sit back and just run a record label,
Honestly, I don't even think there's a need for a super label. I don't think that's really necessary. Because otherwise, that to me that would seem like you're wanting to compete with Rich.
if it was Wayne and Jay-Z,
that's a different story.
Huh?
That'd be completely different. That would be fair. That would be fair. Like that, I don't feel like that would be fair.
they would kill the game. Wayne and Master P, huh?
That'd be. I don't know how I feel about
Master
that.
P don't even rap no more.
But no, in a sense, I
does.
do have to ask you this. I was telling Spencer earlier today that I feel some type of way because of the fact that I feel like Young Thug has something to do with this. Like, I feel like I don't know if I can really mess with him anymore. Because
Young
I feel
Thug,
like he did this.
He does have something to do with it, and that's another thing that was, I guess, he was performing at a nightclub somewhere in Miami, I think it was.
Yeah.
He was in Miami. Him and Birdman and the whole Cash Money trio was out there, all 5,000 of them, whatever. They went out to a club, and Young Thug starts performing a set.
Yeah.
So T.I. literally sneaks into the club.
T.I.?
T.I. sneaks into the club. I say sneak, not in the literal sense. Like, he went in with no, photographers, none of that stuff. He just, went into the club. Got his bottles out, the sparklers. He didn't want nobody to know he was there.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw Shades up into the DJ booth and starts I'm here. Starts trying to upstage Young Thug. Starts doing if it ain't about the money.
So how is he trying to upstage him if it's
Because Young Thug was performing.
Oh, he's performing it.
To my understanding, Young Thug was either performing or just got done performing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was the rumored first strike, as far as Wayne and T.I. That was the proverbial first strike.
Oh, okay.
And the first rock to be thrown.
Well,
and Young Thug and Birdman left.
Really?
God, I mean, I guess I don't.
I just really feel like
but
also like, don't you feel like Young Thug? I didn't listen to him I didn't know. Not that I didn't know anything about him. I wasn't really interested in him until he came out with a single on the radio, which was the Stoner song. I feel like there's a great difference, a big difference in comparison to the Stoner song to where he is now. He sounds like Wayne now.
And honestly, this is no flex. This is
the
honest
lack
to God
of
truth.
lyrical content, huh?
Honest to God truth. The first time I heard Young Thug, I thought it was Lil Wayne. I mean, am I alone in that?
Oh, they had a song together.
Exactly.
You can tell who was who. What song is that? I know what you're talking about.
Last time I was here.
Oh, Take Care. Yes, yeah.
It's indistinguishable.
Huh?
Indistinguishable. I mean, Young Thug kind of has a Trinidad James weird look type of thing going on that he's got a funky style about him.
We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, but in essence, that's my Hollywood Minute.
That was nice. That was a
fantastic.
good comeback. Look at you.
That was fantastic.
This
I'm telling you,
semester.
it's been
In the studio, already working on next week's show. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I had a lot of fun putting it together for you. Don't forget to tune in next week. We look forward to having you again. And I'm going to leave you with this next very special clip, which is something that I'm going to do now on every show. I've been doing it on Cougar Radio, and as you're about to see, Jasmine is not too crazy about it, but she doesn't have a choice. So y'all check this out, and I will see y'all next week.
Confirmations. I'll get that stuff out to you guys. And hey, Jasmine, you know what time it is, right?
Yes. Unfortunately. Maybe I should go into this season with a
different outlook.
more positive attitude. I just really can't get with it, Chris. I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, Trey, hop up. As a matter of fact, Trey, hop up. You know what? 'Cause I want to be in tune with this, right? Jasmine, get out your phone. Jasmine, get out your phone.
Get out your phone.
Get out your phone, and I want us to all be involved in this, okay?
What?
All right?
Are you really about? No, I'm not doing this. He is really trying to make us record this. I'm not doing this for television. It's not gonna work.
Okay. All right. Jasmine?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. That's all that we have for you here this week on Cougar Chatter. And hey, if you can't be good, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Be good at it. Love ya. Out of here. You can cut my mic off because I'm done.